Happy Sunday, everyone. Today, Zern Perry and myself are starting our challenges again. We used to do these quite a while back and we decided we'd start doing them again. The idea is that you buy a kit and it will be in our Ko-fi store. When you get the kit, you make the kit up. Then you post a picture or pictures into the Facebook group. We will then choose from a draw the names of people to receive one of these. The expanded version, the decorated version of the make. We will be splitting it into two halves. One lot will go from me in the UK and will cover like the Europe side, and Zern is in America, so she will post to America and that side of the world. Okay, so when you post your picture or pictures, you need to write where you are from so that we can split them into two groups. Okay, this is to save on postage because postage is just through the roof at the moment. Now this will finish the 23rd of December. Okay, that's when the draw will be taken. So obviously we will not post during the Christmas and New Year because your gift will be put underneath all the postage that they will have that they haven't delivered, and it may take weeks to get to you. So it will be the week after New Year's that we will post these out so that you get them safely. Okay, now let me show you the actual kit. Oops, stuck on pages. Right, now this kit costs $1.50, which is about £1.20 in English money and about €140 at the moment. Okay, so it's really, really cheap. It's not an expensive thing to do. You'll get a main pocket, then envelopes to decorate the pocket, and there are instructions on all the pages, so you know, even if you've forgotten what I've said today, you have something you can follow. This is the journal that goes inside the pocket, and there are 3 pages that go with it. Okay, and they are beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. Then we have another little journal, but these are for notes, and these are the pages that go in it. Then there are journaling cards, these absolutely gorgeous envelopes, and then you come to the backing pages. Now the backing pages, this one I'm not sure if it shows up on camera or not, but there are actually lines on it. Okay, so for journaling on, so when you print these on the back of your ephemera, the lines will be in the perfect place and you can very easily journal on the back of your ephemera. Then this one is the one that goes inside your pocket and inside your notebooks. Okay, so it's 11 pages, this kit. Okay, so 11 pages for a really, really cheap price. The Ko-fi shop, all the money that is raised in the Ko-fi shop goes towards supplies for the design team. There are 6 of us there, and it really is costing a lot of money these days to pay for paper, card, glue, ink, what have you. I mean, the glue alone has shot up in prices. So that is what the money is there for, okay? And then it's split 6 ways. There are some wonderful freebies on the Ko-fi of the Magical Pantry, but there are also freebies on the other one, which is Emma's other site, and I will link both below because you can go over and have a look and get them. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to be making today. This is the basic. I think I need to come down a wee bit, don't I, so you can see better. Sorry about that. This is the basic one that you get, okay, before all the frills and everything else. Now in the top here we've got a little journal, okay, with our pages in, and they are sewn in with the traditional 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Okay, oops, finger's not working today. And the images are absolutely gorgeous. Now all these images are from the Wintergreen kit that Emma has in her store, so I will link that as well. And all I did with the journaling cards was just distress ink them up. You can see all around there, and you can see the lines, so it's easy for you to journal on. And then this is the little notebook, again 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I mean, obviously something like this you could probably use staples, because your stapler would go through quite easily. This is the front. Okay, so you can see really easy that you've got the first pocket put on and then the second pocket. Really quick, easy to do. So let me just pop these back in here and turn you over. And then I've popped a couple more of the journaling cards in the back there, and these are the wonderful envelopes, which look so pretty when they're made up. Okay, and obviously with those envelopes, there's so many things you could do with the envelopes. You know, you can cut the papers into thin strips, so you could make bookmarks to go in them. You know, the world's your oyster with these. But we didn't want to give you too many hints on what to make, because this is your challenge and for you to make these things. So that's your basic that you get. Now you can use any kit you've got to decorate these. You know, it is really up to you. You decide, okay? As long as there is a picture or pictures in the group Magical Pantry, you will get put into the draw. But you must tell us which country you're from, please. Okay, so then last night I thought, right, I'm going to fancy my up a little bit, and I used the same kit. Okay, I used the right kit that this came from, so it all marries together. I didn't have time to go and do another one with a totally different kit, but you can imagine it, how it would look if you use something else, maybe something fun like a boho kit. It would really brighten it up. Emma has a boho Christmas. There's a lovely gingerbread Christmas out there too as well that Emma's done. They would be really fun on these, but it's down to you. It is your challenge. So let me pull everything out that we made. Okay, now these words, there is a freebie with prompts on. Things like, I am grateful today for. Okay, now I split those words up and took the words I wanted to put on my tags. So this would be, I like to do so and so in the holiday season, and I just took holiday season out. Okay, so that I will, you know, if you go look in the group, you'll find the freebie for this. You can print it off and use it on your tags. This is one of the journaling cards from the kit, and this here is a piece of wired ribbon, and I thought the deer would just fit perfectly on there. Look, feeling a sense of peace. Beautiful. Obviously these little tags are from the other kit, which I'll link. And I've got spreading kindness down there. And you get these lovely stamps in that kit too, the other one. And again, a stamp and the wording. And this is my wee notebook, which is the same as the other one. I didn't do anything to that notebook. And those are the journaling cards. Now, if I turn her over, so I just want to check I'm in the right place for you to see things. If you hear the chair going, that's me standing up. So there's two more little tags there. Okay. And a bigger tag. I love this one, the Making Memories. I just love that one. And then I used a bit more of the lovely ribbon on here, the wired ribbon. You know, it says cherishing the time. And I thought, you know, you should cherish time with your kids, with your grandkids, with your family. And I thought that was just perfect. Embracing the Magic. And there's a couple more of the journaling cards. And again, the envelopes, which obviously you've seen before. They're the same envelopes. Then, inside here, this is your journal. But what I did with this journal is I put some added pages in, and they are from a vintage ledger, okay, and I decorated it. So using the ephemera from the main kit, again, you will see the difference in here. I've just popped the tickets on here so they could be used by somebody to make something. The pocket came from the kit as well. I just had to trim a wee bit off the side so that it fitted the journal. These are some more of the journaling cards that come from the kit, and I absolutely love that. Isn't that beautiful? The library card. Okay, and then here, these are labels. There's a whole page of labels in the actual kit, the main kit, and they're beautiful. And I thought, well, I'm going to use some of these as pockets and put some of the other labels inside. They can be used or just left where they are. And you can see this gorgeous ledger paper. This is one of the big stamps from the ephemera. Can you hear my clock going off? I've got it down the hall this year to annoy the grandson. It'll make him get up in the morning. It goes off on the hour, and when I first got it, it was from Avon, funny enough. When I first got it, and it's a beautiful clock, I can remember when it used to go off, everybody used to jump. Oh dear. You can see, just by adding those extra couple of pages and popping some little bits of ephemera in, it just makes such a difference to this notebook. I mean, it really is a gift now, isn't it? It just looks beautiful. Now, the one I'm going to be making today and this one will be the ones that will be going off as the prizes. They will both be the same. I will make the other one up, and I will make sure they're the same, and they will be going out. Now, Zern, she has two used tags and other bits of ephemera from the main kit. And if you go on to Facebook, into the group, you will see what she has done and what she has made. So they will both be very, very full pockets, you know, stuffed pockets, you know, everything will be in there. So let me just pile these on here, because you don't really want to watch me spending ages putting them back in. Now, I cut everything out ready, so it'll be a bit easier for you guys, so you don't have to sit and watch me cutting everything out. I mean, I don't mind watching videos where the girls are cutting out, but, you know, you really want to see how to make this, not how to cut something out and score it. Right, let's pop that up there. That's the big journal. Let's take the paper clip off. These are the mint, that's the journal cards, envelopes. I'm just getting them sort of in a place where they're all easy for me to get to. For some reason I can't see the pages for this. Oh, what on earth happened to them? Are they on here? Strange, isn't it? I can't see the pages for the... Oh no, I cut them all out last night. Anyway, I'll worry about that later. I even remember folding them. Right, so there is a very, very faint line down here. When you put this on your scoreboard and you have got the bottom bit here, sorry, I need to move up, don't I? When you've got the bottom bit here, you will be able to see the faint line here. So you will get this line, your score line, in the right place, okay? And then you score the bottom here and score the side there. Not rocket science, really, really easy to do. You then, where's my move it over. I like this bone folder by Tonic because it actually has some weight behind it. I mean, I've got a normal bone folder, but when you're doing something like making the mini notebooks, you know, you want to score these down well so that they're not constantly popping open like that. It's absolutely brilliant. I've had it for years and I love it. Right, glue. There was a Taco Flower, she's in the group. Lovely, lovely lass. She's done some beautiful work. And she was saying that she'd just got some new glue coming because, you know, the glue that she was using, the Fabri-Tac 3-in-1 Beacon, you know, it's all costing far too much these days. And she's actually going to try the Aleene's tacky glue. Now, I don't know how many of you have tried the Aleene's tacky glue, but I do know, like Roxy and a few others have used it in the past. But I also know that there's a big trend at the moment to use the Yoo-Hoo glue stick. I used to use the Yoo-Hoo liquid stuff. In fact, I've got one here, but it's only a small tube. This is the power stuff, not the actual one I usually use. The other one I used to use was really quite big, and I've got one in the other drawer, but it's still got really good stick quality. The thing about this is it's been going for many, many years. You can use it for everything. And what I like about it is you can use it for fabric crafts. The years that I've made like little pom-poms to go on the top of the little juice bottles that they sell, smoothies, and I'd stick the bubbles on the top with Yoo-Hoo. So this is a really, really good glue. But I do like the Fabri-Tac. I think it's just, I've got so used to using it, I love it. The other glue I use is the Nouveau Deluxe Adhesive, this one, which you won't be able to see very clear because obviously it's starting to rub off where I've used it so many times. And then I've just started to use the Collal for big areas. You know, like when you've got to cover something that's quite a size. You know, if you would say you wanted to back a few tags or something, or you wanted to back one page onto another, it can really, really take some time if you're using your normal glue. I find, you know, you're there and you're going like this. I'm wondering if you're ever going to get to the end of it. And the Collal, the only thing with the Collal is be very careful when you first go to use it, because if you open the hole at the top too far, you're going to land up with a flood. But it is sticking really quickly, and it is the preferred glue of Emma Parrish. She absolutely loves the stuff. And obviously you can decant it into a smaller bottle if you want to with a finer nib, but I'm only using it for my big makes. So there, you put your big pocket on first, okay, and then you find your wee one and make sure it's the right way around, that way. It's that, always making sure you're going to glue the right place. So how many of you have sewn in a signature and things have been upside down? I can remember boxing everything once, so I landed up with some one way up and some another way up. I must have been distracted or gone to do something before I actually sewed the signature in. So now I check a lot. So I'd love to know what you're all doing on this lovely Sunday. I mean, it's very, very dark and damp here, but we've actually come off the minuses, you know, from like, we went down to minus 15, and we've had snow, and we've had very dense fog and, or Scotch mist as we call it here, and frost. So it's gone up to about 5 degrees, so we're being spoilt today. It's a bit warmer. But I know today a lot of people, if they haven't already put their decorations up, they're going to be running around putting their decorations up, going out shopping and things like that. I mean, it's very quiet here today because the downstairs are out. They're lovely kids, they really are, and I have such a laugh listening to them sometimes, particularly when Declan's in the bath and he's singing. He's 4 and he just loves singing, he really does. He's adorable. So that's how quick it is to put the pocket together. No thought at all, is it? It's done. Okay, so obviously the journal tags, if you want to put something small in the corner, you can. It is entirely up to you. This is your project. So you've got 4 journaling cards that you decide what you want to do with them. Just slip them in there for now. And then we have the envelopes. Again, same thing, just bending over where your score bits are. This seems extra slippy today. And that's your pocket, your envelope done. Now if you want to score across here, so this folds down, again, you can do that. It's really up to you. Everything is your thing. Once you've seen something made, or you've made something, you then know the quick ways of doing it. And you start to think of, oh, I could do that way, I could do that way, oh, I could decorate that with that. And all the ideas start popping up, don't they? That's your first envelope. I'm just going to pop it all in the front today. And then this is your second envelope. This is how quick they are to put together. The cutting out is what takes the time. I just got my trimmer out, my whiskers, and I just cut all the straight lines. That was my first thought. I thought, if I cut all the straight lines and then the little pocket tops and things like that, I can, I sat and did afterwards, almost like a production line. And then once I'd done that, I was away. It was great, once you've got the paperwork bit done, you're there. Now, for the life of me, I cannot think what I've done with the inside pages, because I know I definitely did them. And the envelope here is completely empty. I've clearly put them down somewhere, but that, obviously, you've got 3 pages in, which you've seen, the 3 little pages. So then that would go in your pocket as well. And then your journal. You just obviously find your centre. You can score it. It's quite easy to score because if you look, you've got the bits of the hinges there that you can follow. And these folded over really quickly. You can score these too, or just fold them over. I found, this being the 3rd one, I didn't actually score these. I just folded them in half and they just went together so quickly. And it's just a case of you deciding which order you want to have them in. Okay, so you just do this and put them together with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Now, I'm not going to sew this one because obviously this is going to be for the giveaway. So what I will do is I will leave this and I will add journal pages to this. So I will quickly cut up the small notebook, which for some strange reason has disappeared. And I do remember cutting them out last night. Let me just find the pages on here. They're just by me. There it is. I mean, because logically, when you look at the page, there's no way I could not have done the notebooks when the pages are there. Oh dear, they definitely dropped. Oh, hang on, I found them. Yeah, okay, I found them. They dropped on the floor. So, I'm just going to show you really, really quickly in miniature how to do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Most people know how to do 3-hole pamphlets, so you just use stay at this. I should have given it a wipe over with a baby wipe. But, it was all about just stressing last night. So let me get my little clips out of my box. Put them over there. 1, 2, don't need more than 2 on this needle. Whoops. And my cord. There we go. So I like to do it like this when I'm putting mine. So it's like a V. Like it was, as if it was in one of the cradles, the book binding cradles. And it gives me a much nicer finish. So you come in about 1/2 inch. I do not measure unless it's a big journal. If it's a big journal with like a 2.5 inch spine, then I will measure, because obviously you want everything, you know, you want the different signatures to all be in the right place. And this is some hemp cord that I'm using today, and you just measure 3 lengths off like that. So you've got 3 holes in, 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom and 1 in the middle. Now I got these needles many years ago because I had to fix somebody's chair, and you know, I was using upholstery needles. The other one is the half circle one, and I have found this has been absolutely brilliant for doing journals. And what I also like about it is, if you know, sometimes the needle just seems to be a bit stiff coming out, I can just get a pair of jewellery pliers and pull it. You know, it's a great tip for those like me who have problems with the hands, because my hands are permanently in a claw shape, and it just makes such a difference when you find something that's easy to do. So you go in this hole, and then you go in the back here. There it is. Now pull the string over so you don't land up going through the string, because that often will happen if you don't get the string out of the way. You will, when you come out here, you will split this and go through it, which means you can't move the cord back and forward. It will just be stuck, which is not a good idea at all. Let's move that up there. It's a bit easy to get there. And then you go down to the bottom, which I really can't see that hole very well. I can't have done it that big. That's better. And there's the 3rd one. It's just basically back stitch. And once you master this, that's it, you're away. You're making journals. You don't have to worry about anything then. Now, if it's a big page, you can do this with 5 holes, which I often do. You've got 5 holes you can do. And it's really down to you how you decide, you know, how many holes you want to do. So, but 3 holes is the main one, because that's your 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Okay, I'm just pulling them up. Make sure they're tight on the back, because otherwise you're going to have it'll be all baggy on the back. Just tie it off. Now, you can leave these long if you're doing a journal like this, and you can add beads and things like that on. Other people tie them in a bow in the middle of the thing. Some people start from the back so that the strings come out here and make a bow on the back. It is your choice, whatever fits you. Okay, at the moment I'm just cutting these off because this is such a tiny notebook. And then I get my wonderfully strong bone folder from HAWICK. And there's my notebook, and that will join the rest of the stuff in my wonderful folders. So we've got this one that I did before, this one that I've just made, which I will fancy up, and then this one which is ready with all its ephemera to pop back in again. That is how easy the challenge is. It is really cheap to buy the kit, as I said. It's $1.50 for those in America, about £1.20 for the English, and about €140. It is not a vast amount, you know, it is pocket money. And you'll be in with the challenge. So thank you so much for being here. It is lovely you've joined me this morning. And I look forward to seeing all those gorgeous pictures in group. Ta-da! Hi, just popping back in again. What I forgot to say is that there are 2 journals, one from me, one from Zern, and they are being given away in the group. But there is the 3rd journal and Stuffed Pocket, this one, will be given away on my YouTube at the same time. So there will be 2 draws being done. And then I will do another draw on my channel for those who have liked, commented and subscribed to my channel. Okay, so there will be a 3rd one for anybody who is here, and it will be the same as I always do: like, comment, subscribe, and you'll be in the draw for the 3rd one, because obviously I've made 3. You know, when you do something to show people, you want to show them at their best. And so 2 that look like this with all the extra bits will be given away by me. So thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon. Ta-da!